conducted by Press Information Bureau, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. I'd like to tell everyone that this press conference is also being live streamed on PIB's YouTube channel. Today we have with us for the press conference two films that are vying for the Silver Peacock, that is the Best Debutant Director of a Feature Film. To my right, I have with me Sri Sashi Chandrakant Khandare, who's the director of Gypsy, and Ms. Shraddha Shashi Khandare, who is the producer of Gypsy. And we also have little Kabir Khandare, who is the lead in Gypsy. Welcome, sir. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, Kabir. The film Gypsy is a story of a nomadic family and their struggle for food and survival, seen through the eyes of a young protagonist, Jyotya, that is Kabir. Can we have the trailer of the film, please? Also have with us the cast and crew of 35 Chinna Katha Kadu, that is a Telugu film. We have with us director Imani V.S. Nandakishore. We also have with us producer and actor in the film Vishwadev Rachakonda. And we also have with us actor Nivetha Thomas. Can we have the trailer of the second film, please? Before we open the floor to questions, I'd like each of you to say a little bit about the two films. Can we start with Shashiji?
ముందుగా ఇఫ్ఈ జ్యూరీకి మరియు ఎన్ఎఫ్డిసి సభ్యులకి మా సినిమాని ఇలా సెలెక్ట్ చేసి ఇక్కడ దాకా తీసుకొచ్చినందుకు తెలుగువారి తరఫున ధన్యవాదాలు. థ్యాంక్ యూ టు స్టార్ట్ విత్. అండ్ Shashi sir, you have an excellent film. I just heard it now.
Yes, thank you.
Both
Thank you, sir.
both खूब है and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
For
Thank you very
Silver
much.
Peacock.
Thank you.
And ఇంకా for everybody's convenience, I'll make it in English, I guess. So this film is all about a kid who is struggling with maths, okay, and he doesn't understand the basics and the fundamentals of mathematics. Okay, he starts questioning them in his own way, and he wants to find answers, but nobody answers them. And this kid is placed in a beautiful, cute, middle class family which lives in the footsteps of Tirupati. Okay, Mrs. Saraswati and Mr. Prasad. So the story is all about how this kid's interest towards maths churns lots of emotions in the of this cute small middle class this family, and how they handle them. So Prasad feels the kid has to be study well, and he keeps his entire effort like any other father in our home to make it happen. And finally the onus falls on Saraswati, who is a school dropout mother, to make his kid pass. So they both start a journey, and how this family wins at the same time, how maths is linked to life. We all say maths is a very logical subject, and this film and story, any story is of an emotion. So emotion is logicless is what people say. So we try to intertwine beautifully the logic and emotion to bring forward this drama called 35, which is everybody's pass mark. And yeah, we all say, most of the people say, my producer, especially my Vishwa, the actor also, he says this is handcrafted. So we all handcrafted this film. Telugulo cheppalante idandaru ma Chinna. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Nivetha, ma'am?
Yes.
Please tell us something about your experience of making this film, or something about the film.
Sure. This film is very special for me because I got to play a mother for the first time, and Saraswati was probably when people ask for dream roles, I oftentimes have to finish a film for me to then tell them what the dream role is, which is usually my just previous films, because I think it takes a lot of effort and a lot of thought process to write a character that is very relatable than somebody that is fictitious, because they can be from Pandora and they can do anything, but we all know the struggles and the sacrifices and the efforts that every mother's put into keeping the balance in a family, and especially in the Indian society. So to take the essence of that and to write a story that is based on the curiosity of a kid, who has a difficulty in understanding the basics of mathematics was very, very interesting for me. And I think most of these questions, if not for the questions that are asked by my son, who played my son in the film, even though the questions were not that interesting, I was a very curious child myself. So if as a child, if I was ever asked, when I ask something, if I was ever asked to just keep quiet, this is not going to help you be a doctor tomorrow or an engineer later, the child will stop asking. So I think the film also gracefully touches on the importance of a safe environment for kids to flourish, make mistakes, uh, slowly telling them that progress is more important than a result, an end result. So keeping all of these things in mind, um, Saraswati was a no-brainer to choose in the first place, and 35. Uh, Being received by the public as one of their own films was probably the most satisfying thing for me this year as well. So this is our first journey as a team together for 35 representing Telugu cinema here in IFFI. That feels amazing, and I think this is going to be a start for a lot of films to also, I think, gain some confidence in. If you have a good subject, then it will all fall in place. So. Very happy. Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am. And I think you've been showered with a lot of praise for the role you essay by audiences and critics. So,
Thank you.
congratulations. Vishwadev, sir?
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Thank you for the press and media to have your presence here. And Telugu media kuda namaskaram. I would like to thank NFTC and the jury members of selection for choosing a film like 35 to represent Telugu cinema this year. And congratulations to Team Gypsy. So I'd like to say on surface, 35 Chinna Katha Kadu has these themes of love, education, and relationships, uh, dramas. But deep inside, it's a very complex. It's a film that actually deals with a lot of complexities of human dynamics and how such complex subjects like mathematics, if when made to be tried to understand, there's always that first step from where you can take things forward. Like that's how Saraswati takes the step and starts teaching her son, and how Prasad and Saraswati and their dynamic, despite their difference in opinions at some point, still have various other factors. How Prasad wants her to win and do not want to create any other disturbances when they are on a journey of success. So these sensitive ways of life have been very well captured in 35 by Nandu and very well written with detail. So it has that beautiful blend of life and cinema coming together in the right proportions and very well crafted film. And I'm very happy that from Voltaire Productions we are able to put this film together, and it has been recognized today by the world too. And gives me great joy to be here and talk about my film.
Thank you, sir. We're also very, very joyful that you're here with us.
Yeah.
I'd now like to open the floor to questions from the audience.
My name is Praveen. I asked to Nanda.
Hi, sir. Hi, sir.
How to research psychiatry, slow learner process. How to show? I can't see your film. Sorry.
Okay. Sir, I have. Can you repeat the question, sir, once again? I did not get the question.
Slow learner students.
Huh.
Mathematics problems.
Okay.
Problems.
So
How
this.
to research psychological psychiatry?
So for me, sir, keeping to the film, this film is all about learning through experiences, sir, and experiences are part of our life. So maybe with respect to psychology, I don't know, but I'm sure every experience will teach something or the other if we start observing things. So this film says observe things around so that your questions will be answered some way or the other. Yeah, thank you.
Hello. Hi Vishwadev, this is Pratyat from Bulti. So, at an young age you're trying both hands-on acting and production as well, along with your friends. So before starting 35, I guess you went to Suresh Productions, then you came out and you again went back to Srujan Garu for co-producing.
Right.
So how was this journey like? And again getting back to Suresh Production as presenter.
Right.
So how was it like?
So getting back to Suresh production, so Rana was the first guy who kind of heard the script, and then we had a prior discussion on how I'm going to take this forward, and he liked my vision of wanting to do this film in a certain way, and then I told him that I'll make the film and bring it back to him, and then he really liked it and he came on board again. That's how it happened. And Srujan also joined at the time when we wanted a co-producer to make this film in the way that we wanted to, and he loved the film, and so we were all happy to go on board to make this film.
Also getting Nivetha on board for the movie, because technically she might outperform you initially, not in the movie, but initially when you're thinking that she's a very great performer, she might outperform you. So did you have that insecurity when you are narrating the script to her or telling her to join the thing?
That's more of an opinion than a fact.
Actually, I didn't think of it that way. In the sense, I was only trying to see what I think. I mean, such level of calculation, if I had, then I wouldn't have been able to make a film like 35. Because the thought process for a person to make a film like 35 wouldn't have been like that. So I was only more thinking about the character in the film and what my contributions can be. And absolutely lucky to be part of a film where Nivetha is such a brilliant performer. Yeah.
Yeah, Nivetha, for any actor, you'll have a reference point, right? See, growing up in Chennai and not in a Brahmin family, you might not have that reference or even the households of Telugus. So, what was your reference point or any person that you take as reference to perform this role as Saraswati?
I think there was enough reference in Nandu's script itself. There was right from how she should dress up, how her kitchen cabinet should look like, how she would arrange her groceries, to what kind of sweets she would make, to how welcoming a person she is. So when you ask questions around the character, I think you get to know more about the character. So for me, that's why backstories are a lot more important. And see, when you think of a mother, the first emotion that comes to your mind or the first feeling that touches your heart is love. They love unconditionally, and each mother has their own way of showing love to their kids and to their husbands and to keep the family going. So I think I started noticing how my mother is running the house, firstly, and because you don't notice so many things. They don't ask for appreciation, but so many things happen just because a mom has already done it. So I started noticing those things, and to to be very honest, everything that I had a question about was already answered by Nandu in the script. What you're seeing on screen are the dialogue exchanges, but in the description, which was probably as long as the script itself, as much as the dialogues were, the descriptions about how a scene should be staged, to what kind of conversations they are having, everything was already answered. So that really helped. And coming to how a Brahmin community how they would dress up, how they would cook, the details were what attention to detail was what I really appreciated about this film. Every single department, whether that was Niket doing the camera work or Nandu with writing, even right to the diction. I can speak Telugu, but I'm a Malayali from Chennai. So getting the diction right was very important, and we did sync sound as well. So there should be no stones left, unturned, because if you want to give people a very relatable experience or an experience that is very close to home, everything has to be perfect. So that was a very and scripts like that come very rarely. So everything that I wanted was already there, and Nandu is also a Brahmin, and I met with Nandu's sister as well and asked her about how to serve things. There's an order in which they serve things. There's a certain way in which, when they are wearing a certain attire, they are not supposed to touch other people. So these are nuances which may go unnoticed, but if people do notice it, it will add a little bit of that added character. So kudos to him for the clarity, and that's it.
Nandakishore.
చెప్పండి.
So there is a saying in general in Telugu industry. అరే సినిమా మిస్ అయిపోయాము, ఓటీటీలో చూసాము, థియేటర్లో మిస్ అయ్యామంటారు. సో బట్ యూ అచీవ్ దట్, పీపుల్ వెంట్ టు థియేటర్స్ ఫర్ దిస్ ఫిలిం. హౌ డూ యూ ఫీల్? ఈ ఫిలిం అలా ఎండ్ అవ్వలేదు, పీపుల్ వాచ్ ఇట్ ఇన్ థియేటర్స్.
TFI succeed and hashtag is మీరే వైరల్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సో ఈ సినిమా కోసం మీరు ఎలాంటి సవాళ్ళు ఫేస్ చేశారు?
సవాళ్ళు, it's I will keep it short, sir. It's a big journey. It's a journey of almost six years, and I can't say it in a 6-minute thing. But I have faced my own challenges, sir. The challenge with respect to film getting onto the floors, then it has lots of kids. In between, the COVID has come. There are so many things which have happened during the journey of the film. But this is part of everybody's journey, sir. It's nothing great about it, to be honest with me. We do our film with all the heart. The kids have performed, the workshops or the writing, the actors, the cinematography department or the production designer. Everybody have kept their heart. ఇప్పుడు నేను ప్రత్యేకంగా నేను ఒక్కరిని సవాళ్ళు ఫేస్ చేశాను అనే దానికన్నా కూడా మా అందరం ఎదుర్కొన్నామండి. ఓకే, హానెస్ట్లీ సేయింగ్. అండ్ అందరికన్నా పెద్ద సవాలుగా చెప్పాలి అంటే, ఇదంతా రాసుకుని తీయడానికి ముందుకెళ్తున్నప్పుడు కొంచెం ధైర్యం చేసిన సృజన్ గారు, సిద్ధార్థ్ గారు పెద్ద సవాల్ ఫేస్ చేసి ఉంటారు నాకన్నా. ఓకే, సో వాళ్ళకి చాలా చాలా థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్పాలి. దోస్ ఆర్ ద పీపుల్ హూ హ్యావ్ టు బి క్లాప్డ్. ఓకే, దోస్ టూ ప్రొడ్యూసర్స్ హియర్, బికాస్ దే డిజర్వ్ ఇట్ ఫర్ bringing my vision here. And Nivetha, with I don't know what savals she faced, maybe with the language కొంచెం ఇబ్బంది, దాన్ని ఏమంటారు బాగా ట్రైన్ చేసి ఉదయం నుంచి వర్క్షాప్స్ చేసి. ఓకే, దోస్ ఆర్ ద థింగ్స్. అండ్ యా సార్, ఇట్స్ అ జర్నీ. వీ ఎంజాయ్డ్ ఇట్ సార్. అంత దాన్ని ఏమంటారు కష్టపడలేదు, ఇష్టపడి పని చేసాం. సో సవాలుగా ఏం అనిపించలేదు. యా,
అంతా అయిపోయాక ఒకటి ఏంటంటే, చిరంజీవి గారు అప్పుడెప్పుడో గోవా ఫిల్మ్ ఫెస్టివల్కి వెళ్తే తెలుగు వాడు కనిపించట్లేదు అనడానికి ఈ రోజు నాకు ప్రౌడ్గా మెగాస్టార్ చిరంజీవి గారికి చెప్పాలని సార్. 35 చిన్న కథ కాదు ఉంది సార్. అండ్ వీఆర్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ.
I'd like to ask a question to both the directors here. So both your films have a very deep social message. So as directors, do you think it is essential for films to have social messages, or what is it that inspired you to make films that have a social message?
As a storyteller, I feel our job is to tell a story. We tell the story to entertain, to make you laugh, to make you cry, to make you involved with the characters. And if some enlightenment happens, then it's a bonus. And I feel we have to be socially responsible when you make the film, but every film need not have a message as such. But yeah, let's make socially responsible films maybe. Yeah.
Thank you. I think with that we come to the. Is there anything you want to say?
Anything?
No. So I think with that we come to the end of this press conference. I'd like to thank both the teams for being here with us, and as a small token of gratitude for your participation.